Hello, my name is Oshanna Powell, and I'll be giving an informative speech on the benefits of wind turbines. My very first slide here shows a depiction of a wind turbine set in a field amongst the mountains of Montana. It's a wonderful sight to see. It's very beautiful and pristine and quiet. Amazing advancement in technology. And that's what I'll be speaking about today. Many people wonder, what is a wind turbine? Well, a wind turbine is a large-scale version of a three-bladed windmill. Another name for it is a wind conversion device. The reason why it's called a wind conversion device is that it converts the harnessed power of the wind into a renewable resource for electricity. Now, as you see here on my screen, this is a picture of many different wind turbines within a field. It shows you exactly as they're sitting there in their proper area of production of wind activity. Wind turbines are an amazing sight to see. Now, many people wonder, what is the history of wind turbines? Well, from the beginning of time, their first use is to be dated back as early as 200 BC. Early peoples used wind energy to pump water, grind grain, and drain lakes. As for the very first people known to have done so, that would be the Persians. The island of Crete recently is actually using wind turbines to help drain their fields and also to water their crops and feed their animals. In the late 19th century, windmills were used to produce electricity for homes and industries. Now, where wind turbines really got their start is during the World War II era. Industrialization paired with World War II and the high cost of fossil fuels provided an interest in larger windmills, and thus that is the birth of wind turbines. They needed them for electricity. So whenever you're wondering what is a wind turbine, basically a wind turbine is a regular windmill on steroids. It's just a larger size. Now, reasons for fluctuating use. The reasons why is that wind turbines are popularity is highly dependent upon the cost of fossil fuels. Conventional methods are better generation source, can be more cost effective. Now, as you see here, fossil fuels are on the low end of the spectrum. It makes it far better to use them at that point in time. Now, many people wonder, how do wind turbines work? Well, wind turbines work, as you can see here. Here's a diagram. This is a wind turbine, and as the wind blows, the blades, they start to rotate. And as they rotate, they spin the shaft, which turns the generator. And as the generators turn, that creates kinetic energy, and it produces a mechanical energy that is turned into electrical energy. And the way that it's turned into electrical energy is through the transformer, which converts it into high voltage. Then the high voltage is then transmitted via the power grid. Now, an explanation continued. Wind is caused by high and low pressures within the Earth's atmosphere and rotation. Now, the blades of the turbines are attached to the shaft, which converts the kinetic energy produced by the wind and the blades into a mechanical energy. Now, as you can notice here, the mechanical energy is then transformed into an electric energy. The electric energy is dispersed to houses and industry via the power grid. Now, here are some examples of wind turbines. A toy pinwheel is a great example of a wind turbine. Basically, when you have a toy pinwheel and you're blowing onto it, it spins the blades of the wind turbine, and so thereby you use the power of your own breath to breathe the energy to produce the spin of the blades of the wind turbine. Now, a fan is a great paralytic antonym of a wind turbine. The reason why it's a great paralytic antonym is with a wind turbine, as the wind blows, it spins the turbine to create electricity, as we'd spoken of previously in the previous slide as a depiction of how a wind turbine creates electricity. Now, a fan, on the other hand, you plug into the wall, and the electricity is used to spin the turbine, which also spins in actual opposite direction of a regular wind turbine to produce the wind. So basically, wind turbine uses the wind to create electricity. A fan uses electricity to create the wind. Benefits of a wind turbine. Small consumer-grade turbines can be used in homes to offset the cost of electricity. This picture here shows a house with a very small wind turbine. They're quite small, relatively quiet, and very, very beneficial to the price and cost of electricity. Wind energy is a renewable resource for electricity because wind cannot be used up unlike fossil fuels. That's the amazing part about it. You never have to worry about it going anywhere. Wind energy is also purely domestic, thereby it can create numerous jobs. Wind energy could also benefit the local economy in rural areas by increasing local tax revenues. And that concludes my presentation.